Okay, so here's a quick walkthrough of the BVM F-16. This guy is an old school, actually, BVM ducted fan. It originally was just that, powered with a ducted fan. This is 1/8 scale. Got A scale pilot in the top. Go through a couple quick upgrades that I've made. First off, on my first flight, I was not aware, I'm a turbine pilot, wasn't aware that I needed satellite receivers, so I didn't have one in there. And engine went out on my flight and messed up my gear. So we replaced the original BV gear with some JPs, electrics. The doors themselves, you see the pistons, are still air powered, so they have an air cylinder in there, but the gear and the brakes are electric. She's being powered by a Smoothflite AR-16. Got my here there. We'll pull that out in a minute. One of the things I've gone and done is replace the screw system canopy hatch. So now those have been plugged, and instead of, get out of my shadow here, the screws, I've cut in a latch at the front. Pull the latch, canopy comes off, nice and smooth. So that's going to make life a little bit easier. Again, my A-scale pilot with created this rear deck. This is just a mock-up, but I think it looks pretty good. So that's in there. Put the pegs here for the canopy, so it just slides right in there. Both sides, holds it nice and tight. Drop it down, and he's secured in there. I am running a Swiwin 80. Here you go. She's covered up because I've been doing some work and didn't want any dust and dirt getting in there. We've gone ahead and painted the engine bay. But that's the Swiwin 80 running Jet A. Initially, I was going to run her on ailerons, but I decided not to. So we are running typical ailerons and elevator. I do have set in ailerons for flaps, not for flight, but got her right now kind of setting up in a little bit of a landing config. Also have, come over here real quick, fuel tank, which will sit on the bottom. I don't have it on now. So we're using the original ducted fan tanks, gas tanks, and from those, don't have a whole lot of flight time. So we're using this fuel tank. As you can see, it plugs into the fuel plug here. So the fuel pulls from there first and then from the tanks inside. And I think I got my batteries in. Let's see, here's where I mounted the switch finally. So there she goes. She's alive. And put a couple of flights on her, just getting used to her, get some good landings. And I think I even have the Afterburner plugged in. So it's a UniLight Afterburner mounted in there quite nicely. She's fast. Don't need her to be as fast as she is, but she's very stable. Leave the gear down. I don't have air in the doors. She's very stable. Trying to do controls here while the phone's in one hand.
Flaps one.
There's the flaps. You can see they both go down.
Flaps
Second
two.
stage is the
Flaps
same.
one.
It's just a little different, slight elevator trim.
Flaps
And
up.
then that's it. So yeah, she's a good flying plane. Looking to get plenty good flights on her, and we'll see what the future has for her. You see a couple things. We have wings taped off from some flight damage, but we're fixing that, and it'll be spray painted, maybe even in the next video, as well as the next video I'll show her with the wing rails on. Can't fly a Thunderbird without the wing rails. And then all of this other stuff we'll be touching up a little bit just to make her look good. Did make some of these probes. There we go. Made some of these probes and whatnot to get add some scale factor, but a little bit of work to do. But we're gonna make her look pretty. Let's put some more flights on her. All right, that's it for now. Hope you enjoy. Looking forward to some flights on the Thunderbird. Here's one more quick shot of her, how I have her hanging in the garage. a little bit farther up, of course, so that the vehicle can pull in underneath. But here's with the tank mounted, you can see it looks great. Just clears the gear all the way around, and again, the overflow pulls straight from here. So that's a CG marker there too. But yeah, she's gonna get cleaned up, and we're gonna get some good flights on her. Looking forward to seeing those soon. Coming soon.